This is Neil in University City from Roscoe Electric, and we're dealing with a 100 amp service here. It's a two family, so there's two 100 amp services, and a lovely hot July day we're doing this. And so her air conditioner stopped working because the main was burned up. That particular panel brand, Challenger and BR style, kind of the older ones, are kind of notorious for burning up, and so the main contact between the utility and the bus bar is burning up, which kills half your 240, which kills half of the breakers in your panel, every other one, and then your 240 volt loads, which includes your air conditioner and your dryer and your stove, things like that, electric stove. So she's been without AC for about a week now, and so we discovered that, and we're here to replace her panel. And this is one of those jobs where normally we do the inside and the outside, but she's got a pretty good condition on the outside. It's a newer cable at some point, so we will replace just the inside and then update the service grounds. So we pulled this. This allows us to work on the panel on the inside with no power, cutting the utility off. And as you can see, it's two 100 amp services, and you know, again, it's in rusty condition, but it's still working, and you know, we don't replace things we don't have to. And here's the meter. This is the utility company. The utility company is really only responsible for this product, the metering device, which sends a signal to a wireless network, and then those service entrance connectors up there, and the service drop. Everything else is customer owned. The meter socket, the service entrance cable, the weather head, even the point of attachment now is often the customer's, and then the panel. So some people believe that this is the utilities equipment, but only this is. This is a new item that came up the last code cycle. The National Electrical Code now requires what's called an inter-system bonding connection. This is in order to provide a place for the cable company and the phone company and satellite, things like that, to connect their equipment to a ground, or earth ground at least. They used to just do it by grabbing parts of the meter can or hose bibs or just different weird things, and this is a much better setup that the National Electrical Code began requiring. And we tie it into the supplemental grounding electrode conductor going to the rod. This normally goes to the meter socket, but on this one it's just a partial service, so we're just landing it on the panel to supplemental grounding electrode for the service. And this is just a nice place for them to connect to. Okay, this is a 100 amp service changeout. So these are all the branch circuits that were in the original panel that we've removed, and now and this is the original service entrance cable, and we're going to be putting in breakers in here, and then we size all these circuit breakers according to the branch circuit conductor size, and we've got grounded, ungrounded, and grounding circuits in here, conductors, and that's it. This is a Homeline panel. We kind of use a couple different brands for different jobs. It's a good panel. A main breaker panel is always bonded, so that bonds the equipment ground or the ground electroconductor to the enclosure, and then you can put neutrals and grounds on the same bar, or grounded and grounding conductors. And then of course this is where all the breakers land, and then this is 240 volts coming in here, so this is where you can kind of get a visual on how panels work. So every breaker is 120 volts, and then when you grab two poles it's 240 volts. So this kind of gives you a glimpse into what's behind the breakers when you kind of are figuring things out. Sometimes when you have a circuit breaker that trips or something like that, you know, kind of a behind the scenes look. Volts, baby.
And
Houston, we have liftoff. 120 volts on each branch circuit. So here we are, 100 amp panel, all done. Putting the sticker on. Trying to put it on straight. Another job well done.
say anything cute.
Put my name in there. That's because I'm somewhat proud of it. Nothing too special. Homeline panel, all new breakers, labeled the 2 poles. That's a 100 amp panel. I didn't do that one.